Well, good morning to you and welcome to Alterowitz Gym, the 2021 volleyball season. Just moments away from kicking off here at the Yellow Jacket Invitational. Hi, everybody. Evan O'Kelly with you for what is going to be a great couple of days of volleyball action. 12 matches on tap for you through the next 2 days, and we're starting the morning off with St. Martin's University against Minnesota State University Moorhead. We are just about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups here at MSUB. We'll have the national anthem and then the first serve of the 2021 season coming your way. It's been a long time coming, and we are excited to bring the action to you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alterowitz Gym. The first match in the Yellowstone Jacket Invitational, presented by Hilton Garden Inn, features the Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons versus the St. Martin Saints. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and face the flag for the playing of the national anthem.
And as we get ready for action, we'd like to extend a huge thank you to our tournament sponsor, Hilton Garden Inn Billings. Whether you're arranging group travel, hosting an event, or just staying with the family, Hilton Garden Inn is only steps away from great dining and minutes from popular Billings attractions. Call to book your reservation today. Hilton Garden Inn, everything is better at the Garden. Well, it should be an exciting weekend. The Yellow Jackets of Montana State Billings hosting a 6-team tournament. That's right. Every 2 hours, we're going to have a new match for you right here at Alterowitz Gym, starting off with St. Martin's and Minnesota State Moorhead. We'll bring you the starting lineups first for MSU Moorhead, the designated visiting team, announced by second-year head coach Bob Jones. It'll be Morgan Cleveland, a junior setter out of Canby, Minnesota, Brielle Kahlberg, a freshman middle out of Ely, Minnesota, and Hallie Erickson, a freshman right side out of West Fargo, North Dakota. The libero in jersey number 10 is Sarah Petterbach, a senior outside from Addison, Illinois. Kelly Cleese is a freshman setter and right side hitter from Rochester, Minnesota, gets the nod. Amanda Carlson, number 14, a senior outside hitter from Phoenix, Arizona, and Elise Bakke, a junior middle blocker out of Fargo, North Dakota. First match of the year for the Dragons, first match since the 2019 season for MSU Moorhead. St. Martin's, a familiar face for those of you who regularly tune into Yellow Jacket games. They're a member of the Great Northwest Athletic Conference, and they're under the guidance of second-year head coach Dan Banke. They line up like this. Annalise Hitchcock is a freshman setter from Meridian, Idaho. Tia Allen, a freshman outside from Spokane, Washington. The libero today for St. Martin's, Kylie Alos out of Mililani, Hawaii, a junior. Gracie Brenner wears number 9. She's a sophomore middle blocker out of Vancouver, Washington. Emily Gooding, a junior right side out of Renton, Washington. Maddie Gooding, freshman, her younger sister, also playing middle blocker, and Kylie Kuhn rounds out the starting lineup for the Saints, a sophomore outside out of Beaumont, California. Just about ready for action So glad you're with us here at the Yellow Jacket Invitational. First tournament hosted here at MSU Billings since the 2014 season, and just a great way to kick off the 2021 season. Well, it's been a long time since we've had a normal schedule at the Division II level, and I know all these players and coaches couldn't be more excited to get things going the right way. So the teams on the floor getting ready for action. The Barrows checking in, and it's going to be MSU Moorhead back to serve the first point of the 2021 season. So at 9:04 a.m. Mountain Time, we are officially underway. These teams kicking things off. Not a familiar matchup, but good to see some unfamiliar action as the first attack attempt sails wide, and the Dragons take point number 1 of the match. Cleveland back on the serve. Cleveland, the junior setter, she's out of Canby, Minnesota. That one catches the top of the net, but the Saints able to keep it alive. A solo block. That time it was Elise Baki with the put away, and the first 2 points to the Dragons of the match. So a couple of second-year head coaches, but for all intents and purposes, this is really their first year. Such a weird 2020 to 21 academic year that you can't really say that was a full season of coaching, as the overball sails out of bounds and make it 3 straight points with Cleveland on the serve. Dan Banke for St. Martin's University, he's brand new, and Bob Jones in his second year, but we'll say he's brand new too for the Dragons. Both of them really excited to get things started. Caught Coach Banke down in the locker room about an hour before the match and just buzzing with energy. They've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and it's finally here. Saints finally get on the board, 3-1 early on, just underway in set 1 here at Alterowitz Gym. Attack that time is going to go down. Game off the hand of Emily Gooding. Tia Allen back to serve. Nice dig that time from Alos, the Barrow. Now the Dragons trying to get in system, but they'll have to go over with it. Tough set that time for Maddie Gooding. Had to just get the ball over. Now an attack off the hand of Carlson. Stuffed in net by the Saints. And the try from Kelly Cleese, too long. So we're all square at 3 points each. Nice run for the Dragons to start the game. Now with Tia Allen on the serve, it's 3 straight points for the Saints. And once again, the attack too long, this time from Amanda Carlson, to make it 4 in a row for SMU. Cross-court attack, and that one finds the floor off the hand of Kelly Cleese. So a back and forth start to this one. The Saints really looking to get back on track. A tough couple of years, just 2 wins total in the last 2 seasons, that of course being 2018 and 2019. The last 2 full seasons, we should say. 1-28 last year, so nowhere to go but up for the Saints, and trying to get their season off on the right foot. Kylie Kuhn's try that time was too long. And back to serve Sarah Petterbach, but she hits it into the net. So we stay even early on, 5-5 your score. Carlson too long, but not by much that time. Good swing out of number 14, and they'll encourage her to keep letting it rip, but a little bit too long that time. So the Saints back to serve. Well, it was Maddie Gooding. Dragons not entirely sure what happened there, but Gooding will get another chance at it. Big swing, and it's down off a touch. That was Brielle Kahlberg for MSU Moorhead, the freshman out of Ely, Minnesota. Hard to keep track of exactly what year people are with the pandemic season. Of course, nobody being charged a year of eligibility. So if you were a true freshman last year, you are still a freshman. And then obviously if you're a freshman this year, you are a true freshman. So a little bit of confusion when it comes to what year exactly players are. And that's going to happen throughout all sports. It's hard to call a returner this year a freshman when they were really a freshman last year. But for purposes of NCAA eligibility, no one has triggered a year yet. So we'll do our best to bring that to you. Into the game for the Saints, number 3, Mahina Peskaya, and number 24, Brittany Duvall. We're seeing them for the first time. Peskaya back to serve, a freshman out of Kailua, Hawaii, making her official collegiate debut. And the serve catches the top of the net. Nice dig that time from Cleveland. Saints keep it alive, as do the Dragons on the other side of the net. Now a chance for St. Martin's. The attack from Brenner no good, and ends up falling down in the end. Nice set from Peskaya, and she returns to serve once again. Chance on the outside, it's blocked, but out of bounds. So Kahlberg will get the kill for the Dragons.
Checking in number 15, Bridget Whitman.
Bridget Witzman into the game for the first time for MSU Moorhead, and Amanda Carlson back to serve. Saints will have to try and get it over. No, they say there was a touch. First attack attempt of the game for Witzman carries too long out of bounds, and it's point St. Martin's. Here comes Giselle Benetti checking into the game, and she's back to serve for the first time. Giselle, a sophomore out of Newburgh, Oregon. Big swing and finding the back left corner of the court. Brielle Kahlberg that time. Good attack from her to get MSU Moorhead a point. And a couple of new players in. It's Baki back in, and then back to serve will be Brooke Waltall. First serve for Waltall of the match. And a dump kill that time. Clever work from Mahina Peskaya to put that one away and earn the Saints a point. Saw a spot right in the middle of the court and dumped it perfectly right there. That'll give Kylie Allos the serve for St. Martin's. And it's into the net.
Point Dragons. Checking in number 11, Ellen Chase.
11-9 your score here. Early on, set one. Just underway, match one of the Yellow Jacket Invitational. Touched over and down. It's a kill for Maddie Gooding. And the Saints now with their largest lead thus far, up by 3 points. Annalise Hitchcock, who started the match, is back in, and she will serve for St. Martin's. Deep serve, and the Dragons able to handle it. Long attack attempt at that time from Witzman, but out of play. This time too far off the hand of Elise Baki, and the Dragons going to take their first timeout. We'll take a quick break. Set one, Saints leading it 14-9. Back here at Alterowitz Gym. 5-point lead for St. Martin's. Is that the largest for either team thus far? And serve on the way from Hitchcock. And once again, the attack a little bit too long, this time from Hallie Erickson. So perhaps just a little bit overly aggressive are the Dragons right now. A lot of these attacks carrying just a little bit deep for them. Let's see if they can make an adjustment and sort of tame in those attacks. As Hitchcock back to serve once again for the Saints. 15-9 now. SMU starting to pull away. That catches the top of the block. It was Gooding and Gooding, the sister duo up that time, and they put it away for a kill. So SMU really cruising now. Well, the Gooding sisters, Emily's the redshirt junior out of Renton, and of course Maddie out of Renton as well. She's a freshman middle blocker. This time it's an ace from Hitchcock. And the Gooding sisters, as you can see, an effective duo up there at the front of the net. There's the set and a whiff that time from Maddie Gooding. So the Dragons really needed a stop there, and they got it. Morgan Cleveland going to check back in for MSU Moorhead. They trail 17-10. Saints just ripped off a big run. Now the Dragons looking to respond with one of their own. Touch off the block, and the Dragons keep it alive. Big swing and a loud kill that time. It was Tia Allen to the left line. Good for a point. Kylie Kuhn going to check back in for the Saints, and they're in command here early. Kuhn on the serve. It's deep to the back corner, but dug out. And this time, a kill for Baki. (18-11) now. Serve on the way. Swing into the block, and a nice diving save to keep the ball up by Allos, and it results in a point for the Saints. So credit Kylie Allos keeping that play alive and setting up the kill. She'll check out. Gracie Brenner back in, and back to serve is Maddie Gooding. Big swing, but it's right into the block. Brenner and Emily Gooding getting up that time and stuffing it at the net. Saints get to 20 points, and timeout number 2 taken by the Dragons. We'll be right back on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, Game 1 of the Yellow Jacket Invitational. Back here at Alterowitz Gym, St. Martin's with a nice start to their season. At least here in the first set, they lead it 20-11. Swing on the outside, and the Saints can't keep it up. So that kill from Carlson, we'll see if that can spark the Dragons. They really got to go now. Holly Erickson back to serve and into the game for the first time, Summer Soletto. Summer coming into the front row. That one into the block, but the Saints will have another chance here. And a big swing that time off the hand of Emily Gooding down for the kill.
Checking in number 24, Brittany Duvall. Checking in number 3, Nina Pescara.
Mahina Pescaya in to serve for the Saints, and it's an ace. Well, that's one way to do it, fresh into the game. Checked in there, wasn't even sure she was serving, and then delivers an ace. So it's a 10-point advantage now for SMU. And this time she finds the net. Tons of action coming your way all weekend long. We've got 6 matches today, 6 more tomorrow, and each team here at the Yellow Jacket Invitational playing 4 total matches on the weekend. So no matter who you're a fan of, you're going to get to see your team play a whole bunch these first 2 days of the season. Point is going to go to St. Martin's. Maybe a net violation perhaps called. And it's going to be Giselle Benetti checking into the game to serve. 2 points away are the Saints from taking this opening set. Benetti's cross-court serve dug out. And a kill for Summer Soletto. Her first put down of the match. Caught the block but went straight down, so a good swing from her. Baki back in along with Waltall for the Dragons, and the latter back to serve. Big swing, but carries too deep off the hand of Gracie Brenner. So MSU Moorhead just staying alive here. They've got a mountain to climb still, but not out of this first set quite yet. Waltall's serve is dug out by a diving Alos, and now the swing to the back is too long from Brittany Duvall. So a couple of points in a row for MSU Moorhead. Waltall stays on the serve. Too deep this time, though. And it'll be set point for the Saints. Alos to serve it. The attack too long off the hand of Witzman. And St. Martin's with a convincing 25-16 victory in set 1. We'll take a quick break. The Saints take the opener. We'll have set 2 coming up in just a couple of minutes here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Welcome. Welcome back to Alterowitz Gym, ready for set number 2. We'd like to thank Billings Federal Credit Union. It's a community credit union that exists to serve you, our members. We promise to simplify your life, work in your best interest, provide options to help you achieve financial success, and protect your privacy. Our members have come to expect certain things from Billings Federal Credit Union. Full line of financial products and services, competitive rates and low fees, and personal professional service from our staff. Check us out at billingsfcu.org and follow us on social media. Well, the Saints took set 1 and did so in convincing fashion. And now the Dragons looking to counter here in set number 2. Teams staying on the same side of the net, part of the COVID protocols. And Holly Erickson with the first kill to get MSU Moorhead on the board. Well, they won the first 3 points of the match, and things were looking good, but after that, it was really all Saints in the opening set. Sarah Petterbach back to serve. Dug out by Alos. She's been good early on. And the attempt that time long, but there was a touch, so the point will go to the Saints. That came off the hand of Emily Gooding. Emily now with 3 kills in the match. That leads all players. Alos, a good pass outside. That one dug out on the other side by Petterbach. Into the net and point to St. Martin's. Serve and an ace. This time coming off the hand of Tia Allen once again. Mini 3-0 run for St. Martin's here to start off set number 2. Swing off the block and down. That'll be a kill for Carlson. Just caught the top of the Saints block that time. And down for a point. Summer Soletto back into the front row for the Dragons, and Holly Erickson back to serve. Good rally this time. Chance for the Dragons trying to touch kill, and it works. Good spot there from Amanda Carlson. Finding the court, and she's got the kill. Carlson with her second kill. And a diving save that time from Morgan Cleveland. But the Dragons can't handle the second attack, and point goes to the Saints. Gracie Brenner back into the match, and Maddie Gooding back to serve for St. Martin's. 3-3 here early on. 4-3 make it. St. Martin's in front. And that one will get out of play. Brielle Kahlberg with her match-leading 4th kill of the day to even things at 4-4. Bridget Witzman back in. And it's Carlson back to serve for the Dragons. Big, powerful attack that time off the hand of Witzman. And a nice kill for number 15. Her first put away of the morning. That's right, the morning here at Alterowitz Gym. It's 30 minutes after 9 a.m. We get started early and we go all day and well into the night. Matches all the way through 7 p.m. this evening. That'll be the Yellow Jackets' second match of the day. You can find a full tournament schedule and all the links to watch every match live and follow the live stats all at msubsports.com. 6-4 now. MSU Moorhead has got the narrow lead. Touch over the net. Alos is there. Now a swing. It catches the top of the block, and it's down for a kill off the hand of Emily Gooding. Brittany Duval is going to check back in, as is Mahina Peskaya. And Mahina back to serve. And there's another one. 2 aces now for Peskaya. Here as we play in the second set. Soft float, and there's another one. Make it 2 in a row and 3 total for Peskaya. She's dicing it up back there for the Saints, and they have now pulled ahead 7-6. Big smile on her face. We'll see what she does this time. Mahina, the freshman out of Kailua, Hawaii. Into the block, but there's Alos again. A couple of digs to keep the point alive for the Saints. She's been impressive early on. There's another one. This time able to push it down over the net is Witzman. Alos had 4 touches during that sequence, keeping things alive. Back to serve, Brooke Waltall. And it falls on the Dragons side of the net. Point for St. Martin's. Benetti back in for the Saints, and Brielle Kahlberg going to check in and replace Carlson on the other side of the net, or check that Waltall on the other side of the net. Benetti back to serve for the Saints. Touch over the net. Benetti the diving dig. And a kill that time for Tia Allen. Tia with her 3rd kill. Emily Gooding leads all players. She's got 4 in conjunction with Kahlberg. They've each got 4 kills here early on in the match. Swing on the outside by Brittany Duval, but she hit it into the net. So much like the first set, we go back and forth in the early going. These teams stayed fairly even up until about this point, and this is really when St. Martin's started to pull away. I think they had a run of 7 or 8 in a row right around now to pull ahead in the opening set, eventually taking it. We'll see how this one unfolds. A big swing off the top of the block and another kill for Tia Allen. Maddie Gooding back into the match. In the front row, and back to serve is Kylie Alos. Big swing on the outside there from Witzman, and the Saints going to take the point. Alos back to serve once again. Dragons handle that one. Now Witzman finds that back line. A good attack that time from the junior outside out of Esanta, Minnesota.
Checking in number 2, Morgan Cleveland.
So she'll take a breather. Morgan Cleveland back into the match to serve. Duval tips it over the net. Now on the other side, it's going to be a kill for Holly Erickson. That one caught the block and hit the basketball hoop behind the Saints bench. Cleveland back to serve. Duval tries it again. It's into the block, but blocked out of bounds. So the point will go to St. Martin's. Annalise Hitchcock into the match along with Emily Gooding, the Saints' leading attacker thus far. Her serve towards the middle. Carlson hits it into the block. Chance for the Saints here. A bad set, but Tia Allen makes something out of it, just sort of pushes it over, and Dragons weren't expecting the Saints to be able to keep that alive, and instead it turns into a point for St. Martin's. They now lead 13-10. And an ace. It's been the name of the game for SMU so far. This time it was Hitchcock who caught the top of the net and just got it to roll over for a point. 4-point edge for St. Martin's, largest lead of set number 2. Alos couldn't handle that one. A loud swing that time for the Dragons. Kelly Cleese. And Sarah Petterbach now back to serve. Somehow St. Martin's able to keep that one alive. Benetti got a hand on it. Carlson goes cross court but misses her mark out of bounds, and St. Martin's takes the point. Kylie Kuhn back into the match, giving Benetti a break. There's a whistle before the attack, and the point's going to go to St. Martin's. The illegal touch there, and now the Dragons going to take a timeout. We'll take a breather. 16-10, St. Martin's starting to edge away here in set 2. St. Martin's with the advantage over MSU Moorhead. They're going to play at 2 p.m. Mountain Time today. They're taking on South Dakota Mines in their second match of the day. Then tomorrow they'll be back at it. Black Hills State, bright and early at 8 a.m. And if you're on the West Coast watching, that's 7 a.m. And then they'll play Bemidji State in their finale here at the Yellow Jacket Invitational tomorrow at 3. So far, so good for the Saints. They get another point as the attack from Kylie Kuhn was blocked out of bounds, and the score now 17-10. Well, similar pattern unfolding as did in set 1. Really tight play through the first 20 points or so, and then all of a sudden St. Martin's opening up a big lead, and they've got another one here, 18-10. And putting a stop to the run, Brielle Kahlberg with a touch kill. Erickson back to serve, and Soletto back into the match. Meanwhile, for MSU Moorhead, after this one, they'll take on Black Hills State tonight. That's in the 5 o'clock match. Then tomorrow they play the host MSU Billings starting at 10 a.m., and then they finish things off at 2 against South Dakota Mines tomorrow. Carlson off the block. Dragons keep it alive. Now Soletto on the other side off the block, and she'll have another kill. Third kill for Soletto. And Erickson back on the serve. Gooding that time couldn't get it up over the block. Had a difficult set to deal with. So all of a sudden the Dragons back within 5. Really trying hard to get as close as they can, and there's another point. So make it 4 in a row with Erickson on the serve, and now St. Martin's going to take its first timeout. So things getting interesting here in set 2. Saints lead cut to 4. (18-14). Dragons can't keep it alive, and the Saints snap what had been a 4-0 run by their opponent. Maddie Gooding back to serve. Carlson tries the cross court, but Allen was right there. And point falls on the Dragons' side of the net. Saints first to 20. That lead back up to 6 points, and now they can zone in on trying to take a 2-0 lead in this match. Allen once again positioned well to handle the attack from Carlson. Soletto now down the line, but there's Allen again. Swing from Kylie Kuhn that time skidded across the top of the net, but no good. Carlson back to serve, and Bridget Witzman back in for MSU Moorhead. Swing down the line and into the corner for a kill. Gracie Brenner. Good looking swing that time for the Saints.
Checking in, number 24, Brittany Duval.
Mahina Pescaya back in. She'll serve, and Brittany Duval back into the front row for St. Martin's. Pescaya been effective on the serve. 3 aces so far in this match. Off the block and down. Soletto has got a kill. Brooke Waltall back in, as well as Elise Baki. Waltall to serve. Dragons trailing 21-16. Allen too long with the attack attempt that time. So the spread back to just 4 points. Still very doable if you're MSU Moorhead, but can't really afford to have the Saints win many more. And that one into the back corner, just catching the line, and it's an ace for Waltall. Just barely on that back line, and good for a kill. 21-18 now the score. Off the Saints, out of bounds. Well, the Dragons used a 4-0 run to get the deficit down to 18-14. Now they're on another run. They've got it down to 2 points. Timeout, Saints. Well, make a lasting first impression for your business with a professional sign from SignPro. Since 1990, SignPro has been serving the Billings area. From vehicle graphics to banners, lighted business signs, decals, and displays, SignPro will transform your concept into reality. Explore the endless possibilities SignPro can create for your business. Sign up with SignPro. And the run comes to an end as the serve that time from Waltall too long. So the Saints breathe a sigh of relief, and Giselle Benetti back into the match to serve. 22-19. Carlson. Alos lofts it up. There's Tia Allen, catches the top of the block. Chance for the Dragons now. The set from Piscaya was too deep, and Allen couldn't do anything except touch it off the antenna, so point to the Dragons. Kelly Cleese checks back in. She'll serve, and they trail just 22-20 now. Things getting tight here in set two. The Saints grabbed the opener. Dragons trying to rally and even things in the match. Allen into the block and down. Tia's got another kill. She's been good so far in this one. Tia with 5 kills now. That leads all players. And a timeout on the floor. So the Saints 2 points away from winning. We'll keep it right here for this timeout, and just remind you that we've got a ton of action coming your way. This is just the opening match. 12 of them coming up over the next 2 days at Alterowitz Gym, and we couldn't be more excited to have action back here. The Yellow Jacket volleyball team got to play somewhat of a schedule last spring in 2021, but it wasn't a conference schedule. It was modified. It was hardly any matches. I think they played 6 counting matches, and so really excited to be back to the real thing. These teams haven't played a competitive conference schedule since the fall of 2019, the pandemic wiping out the entirety of last year's schedule. So a lot of buzz going on in the gym, and we're just getting started here with the morning match. Haley Alos back to serve for the Saints. Dragons really need to go on a run here and stay alive. Duval's set. Dragons trying to keep it alive, and they do. Now Piscaya to Allen. Dug out on the other side. Witzman into the block, and it's down. That was a momentous dual block from Maddie Gooding and Brittany Duval. They got up and smashed it down, and now it's set point with Kylie Alos on the serve for the Saints. Trying to go ahead 2-0 in the match. Off the block. Piscaya for Allen. Off the block again, and Moorhead able to keep it alive. Carlson, a big swing, but Piscaya got a piece of it. Saints will just put it over. Now they're in system. Allen on the outside. Was there a touch? There was, and it's down. And it's a kill. And it's another set win for St. Martin's. They take the opening, too. This one a little bit closer, but they have the advantage here in the opening match of the tournament. We'll take a break. St. Martin's ahead 2-0 over MSU Moorhead. Welcome back to Alterowitz Gym, set 3, just moments away. Well, Billings Adult and Community Education offers something for everyone. From college prep classes to high set testing, career advancement courses, and personal enrichment classes, they have it all. If you're looking to go back to school, get your high school diploma, learn a new trade such as medical assisting or accounting, or maybe you just want to pick up a new hobby like pottery or yoga, then simply visit getstartedbillings.org and see what your future holds. What are you waiting for? Big thanks to all our corporate partners and, of course, Hilton Garden Inn, the title sponsor of the 2021 Yellow Jacket Invitational. Weekend packed full of volleyball and wouldn't want to start the year any other way. So, regular season debut for these teams, and it was the regular season debut for the Yellow Jacket soccer teams yesterday. The men picking up a huge overtime win against Texas A&M International. And the women a tight 1-0 loss at Northern State. So 3 soccer matches each for the Yellow Jacket men and women over the weekend. They're all on the road. Meanwhile, here in the opening match of our tournament, work to do for MSU Moorhead. They trail 2-0. But the good news is the end of set 2, much better than the end of set 1. They were in it till the end, lost just 25-20. So a chance to get back into it. And they face a must-win set here. Carlson back to serve for the Dragons. And the first point, a wild scramble, still alive. Nice dig in the back row that time from Kylie Kuhn. Allen pushes towards the corner, but Carlson is there. Now the attack just a little bit long from Witzman. She's been good out there on the outside, but maybe just a touch heavy at times. Has had a couple of nice kills, but has pushed a couple just barely long. So working on getting back in the rhythm, and it's been a while since you've been in a match setting. There's lots of prep work you can do, and countless hours of practice go into it, but until you're in this competitive match setting, there's really no substitute for it. So these players, you got to remember, it's been a long time since they've faced this kind of match-like setting. Kill that time for Emily Gooding, and Tia Allen back to serve. Nice dig that time from Annalise Hitchcock. And Carlson into the net. 3-0 run for the Saints to start set 3. And boy, wouldn't they love to kick off this season with a victory. 1-28 last year, or I should say in 2019. So last year, of course, not being played. And the first-year head coach Dan Banke, which again, technically his second season, but really this is going to be the first full year. He'd love to start his regular season tenure with a victory. Allen catches the back line. Another ace for Tia. 5-0 St. Martin's. 4th service ace for Tia Allen in an early timeout here in set 3 for the Dragons. So just a quick reset button. Bob Jones didn't have much to say to the Dragons there in that timeout, other than, hey, you're fighting for your lives right now. Let's get this thing turned around. They trail 5-0. Dump kill that time from Kelly Cleese. We'll see if that can kickstart a much-needed rally for MSU Moorhead. Sarah Petterbach back to serve. Into the block and down that time. It was Abby Thompson and Bridget Witzman getting up for the dual denial for the Dragons. Alos with the diving dig once again. Now a chance to make it 3 points in a row for MSU. Moorhead Carlson with the attack, but it's dug out. Witzman cross court. There's Alos again. Down the line, but too far wide of the net off the hand of Erickson that time. Alos will check out for the Saints. It's Gracie Brenner back into the front row and Maddie Gooding back to serve. 6-2, St. Martin's in front here in what could be the decisive set of the match. Big kill that time from Witzman, however. Soletto back in and Erickson back to serve for the Dragons. Outside for Witzman, into the block. It was Emily Gooding that time who got up and now gave the Saints a chance, and sure enough, Kylie Kuhn there to put it away. Nice block that time from Emily Gooding. Take some sting out of the attack. Brittany Duval back into the match along with Mahina Peskaya. Mahina back to serve. Acrobatic move there by Tia Allen to keep that point alive. Outside for Soletto, off the block and down for a kill. Soletto's got her 5th kill of the match, and that ties Emily Gooding for 2nd most. Tia Allen's your attack leader right now. She's got 6 kills so far. Morgan Cleveland back in to serve. Peskaya with the set outside, and it's into the block, and the Saints can't keep it alive. It was Erickson and Soletto that time getting up together. Cleveland remains on the serve. Her team trails 7-5 here in set 3. Big swing that time by Kylie Kuhn. And a kill for number 22. Giselle Benetti going to check back in to serve. Kuhn will get high fives all around as she heads to the bench. Good put away for her. Benetti a near ace, but Cleveland able to get low and dig it out. And somehow, through some improv, the Saints able to win the point there. I think it was off the hand of Peskaya and just found an empty spot on the other side of the net. So the lead back up to 4 points for St. Martin's. They started this third set on a 5-0 run. Now they lead at 9-5. Another big dig by Alos. And a miscue that time off the hand of Duval out of bounds. Abby Thompson was going to go back to serve. Instead, she's going to check out of the match, and it'll be Brooke Waltall into the game to serve for MSU Moorhead, members of the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. The mistake by the Saints will give Waltall another chance to serve again. Outside for Duvall, a loud attack, but Cleveland a nice dig. Pancake on the other side from Piscaya. Action-packed point here for you. Carlson across the court. Allos can't handle it. And Carlson gets her team within one, 9-8 now. That gets the Saints back on track. Gracie Brenner with the kill, and it stops a 3-0 run by MSU Moorhead. Allos back to serve now for the Saints. And it's an ace for Kylie. Junior libero from Mililani, Hawaii, has been a big part of the early advantage in this match for SMU. A kill that time from Carlson. Benetti laid out but couldn't get to it. Now Kelly Cleese back to serve for the Dragons. Trying to stay alive. They trail 2-0, and they trail 11-9 here in set 3. Tia Allen with her match-leading 7th kill. Good swing from the outside there for Tia. And that extends the lead back to 3 points. Hitchcock and Emily Gooding back into the match. Have to distinguish between Goodings. Emily's in there with her sister Maddie in the front row for the Saints. And an ace for Hitchcock, fresh into the match. That'll bring a smile to the face. Annalise will try and do it again here. 13-9 now. St. Martin's inching back ahead. Carlson off the top of the block, and the Saints now with a chance. Allen pushes across the court. Cleveland will have to go over with it. Hitchcock for Gooding, and it's down. Nice pass from Giselle Benetti as well. Good all-around sequence there for the Saints, and that increases their edge to 5 points, largest of this third set. Hitchcock on the serve once again. Too deep this time, though, for Annalise. Carlson back on the serve now for MSU Moorhead. A big swing that time from Emily Gooding. Off the block and straight down into the court.
Checking in, number 22, Kylie Koo.
Tia Allen to serve for the Saints. Couple of Saints dive for it. It was Hitchcock and Allos crossing paths, but neither could keep it up. It falls, and Sarah Petterbach back to serve for the Dragons. Rare miscue there for Allos on the pass. Made it difficult on Hitchcock, and ends up being an ace for Petterbach. Dragons back within 3. They've been unable to this point to sort of get over the hump at this point in sets and take a lead. They've been able to get close, but unable to rattle off 5 or 6 points in a row. And right on cue, another big kill from Emily Gooding to keep the spread at 4 points. Saints win another one, and Bob Jones going to get up and take a timeout. 18-12, St. Martin's can win the match. If they take this set, we'll be right back. Back in action here at Alterowitz Gym, 18-12. Saints leading it. Serve catches the top of the net, and the Dragons scramble to keep it alive. Nice dig that time from Petterbach. And a miscue there from Hitchcock.
Checking in number 1, Jordan Hine. Checking in number 7, Summer Celeste.
Back to serve Jordan Hine, the freshman DS out of Galesville, Wisconsin. Seeing her in the match for the first time for MSU Moorhead. Catches the top of the net and dug out by Alos. Dragons have to go over with it. Now the Saints in system. Hitchcock behind. That time Emily Gooding's attack was dug out. Tries on the other side and a touch kill for Kylie Kuhn.
Checking in number 24, Volleyball.
Well, Kuhn now quietly with 6 kills in the match. That's second most behind Emily Gooding and Tia Allen. They're tied for the high. Meanwhile, on the other side of the net, Carlson and Soletto each with 5 to lead the Dragons. 19-13 now. St. Martin's in front. Carlson down the middle and a diving dig from Tia Allen. This time it's Alos. More good stuff from her. Saints scrambling, but they can't keep it alive. A little bit of miscommunication there. Got caught in between a couple players, and MSU Moorhead going to take the point. Cleveland coming back into the game. She'll serve. So after Jordan Hine came in to serve, she's remaining in there to get a little bit of action for the first time here in set 3. Piscaya towards the pin, blocked straight down. And a point for Moorhead. It was Soletto and Abby Thompson both getting up that time on the action. Big block there. And the Dragons within 4. Kuhn has another one. Kylie now tied for the match lead, her 7th kill. And she checks out with Giselle Benetti back into the match to serve. Saints, the first team to 20 points for the 3rd straight set. They're trying to close it out in 3. Benetti a diving dig, Alos the pass. Allen has liked that short corner. It's worked for her a couple times, but this time the Dragons snuff it out. Hine now with the set. Swing is into the block, and another chance for Moorhead. Carlson this time off the block and down. Carlson with her 6th kill, and that leads her team on the attack. 20-16 now. Brooke Waltall going to check back in, and she will serve. Well, after this, we're going to have Bemidji State and South Dakota Mines. That'll start at 11 a.m. And it's an ace for Waltall. Finds a back corner. St. Martin's will be back in action at 3 p.m. They'll play South Dakota Mines. Meanwhile, MSU Moorhead's going to take on Black Hills State at 5 p.m. tonight. Remember, all times are Mountain Time Zone. So whether you're watching in Minnesota or on the West Coast. Kill that time. Elise Baki with the put away. Now all of a sudden, the Dragons within 2. And St. Martin's will take a timeout. We'll be right back. So don't go anywhere yet. MSU Moorhead making one final push to try and extend the match. They trail 2018. They trail 2 sets to none, so they got to have this one, but a promising run here late. Waltall coming out of the timeout just had a service ace. This time the Saints get into system. Tia Allen, another one, her 8th kill of the match. That leads all players. And that's what St. Martin's head coach Dan Banke was hoping for coming out of the timeout. Kylie Allos back to serve now. Abby Thompson back in for the Dragons. Big swing that time and a kill for Baki. Right down the middle for Elise. That keeps the deficit at 2 points. Kelly Cleese back to serve. And Holly Erickson back to the front row for MSU Moorhead. Piscaya for Allen. Dug out this time. Here's Carlson. She's got another kill, her 7th. To lead her team. And now the closest MSU Moorhead has been since early on in the set. They trail just 21-20. Point's going to go to the Saints. Into the net with the attack that time. Hitchcock and Emily Gooding coming back in. Annalise back to serve for the Saints. 22-20. This has been the closest set so far. Set on the slide, but it's a solo block for Tia Allen. Wow, she's done it all so far in this match. Her first solo block, but 8 kills, that's a match high. 3 service aces, a couple assists, 14 digs. And why not throw a solo block in there for Tia? 23-20 now, Saints. Carlson off the top of the block. Hitchcock for Allen one more time. This time for Gooding. Soft touch right over the net. Emily laughing a little bit. I don't think she meant to do that, but hey, that's going to work just fine. So it sets up match point for the Saints. 24-20, Annalise Hitchcock back to serve. 1 point away from claiming their season opener. Hitchcock for Gooding, off the block. And the Dragons keep it alive. Now Carlson. Hitchcock for Allen. And it's down, and the Saints win their 2021 season opener in consecutive sets. They take all three from MSU Moorhead. Well, opening match of the 2021 Yellow Jacket Invitational. Saints win it 25-16, 25-20, and 25-20. Thanks so much for being with us. Next up at 11 a.m., Bemidji State and South Dakota Mines. New YouTube link for that one, but you can find all the live coverage at msubsports.com. We'll take a quick break and be back with more volleyball action coming your way in just about 40 minutes.